Hey everybody, Dave Benson here, 100 Days of Greatness. I wanted to encourage you with this short video about having a point of difference. What is your point of difference? If you're a real estate agent, what are you going to do differently to every other real estate agent out there in your area? If you want to get the same results as everybody else, keep doing what the other people are doing. But here's the thing, I believe that we were born an original, so don't die a copy. Why do so many small businesses fail in the first 2 to 3 years? Why do they fail? Is it because they're wrong timing in the market? Is it because they just haven't got enough sales? Is it because that they're maybe come into economic struggles or they've had some family issues? What is it? There's often a lot of things that contribute to business failure in the first 2 to 3 years. But I think one of the biggest catalysts is that you don't have a strong point of difference. You don't have a unique selling proposition. You're not going to do anything that's different to anybody else. I remember starting my sales training organization and just copying what other people were doing. It was working well. I was earning some good money. But the reality was that I was getting to that stage where I knew I had a lid on how much money I could make. But also I realized that that wasn't really the most effective way to be doing what I was doing. As a sales training company, as an organization, I was really limiting myself because I was just selling the days that I was traveling. So if I had 200 days travel, I'd get paid for 200 days. And that's all I could potentially earn. I had no residual income, but also people weren't retaining the information on a constant month-to-month basis. And I just realized that I was doing exactly the same thing as every other person and hustling away, grinding away. And often you don't have to work smarter, you don't have to work harder. You just need a new strategy so that you can work smarter and harder. And so what I wanted to encourage you is to understand that what is your strategy? Is it a unique strategy? Are you coming to the market with something that people are actually wanting? You know, I've opened a number of businesses and a lot of them have failed. And the cool thing about that is you only need one. You only need one idea. So don't think that you've only got one idea. I realize that if you're an entrepreneur that you've got heaps of good ideas, and understand that sometimes you might have a good idea but you just need the right strategy, you need the right point of difference. So I want to encourage you with two things. Firstly, understand, is there a pain point that you're solving? Is there a need in the marketplace for what you're providing? If there's 4 million car dealerships in Sydney's metropolitan area, let's say as a Holden dealership, do you need to open another franchise? Or are you going to just struggle? This happens for sporting teams. When they open a new soccer club in an oversaturated market already, what tends to happen with that club is that it struggles for supporters, it struggles to get the TV airtime, it even struggles to get the right players on the team, the coach and all that sort of stuff, because it's an oversaturated market. So is there a pain point? Are you providing a solution to somebody's pain? And the second thing is, how can you sell that point of difference? What is something that you could put together on your website, on your emails, the way that you communicate with customers that is going to look completely different to somebody else? Don't just say you're young. I used to say I'm a young sales trainer, so that's my point of difference. Most of the sales trainers are older. You know, that is definitely going to help you so far, but you need to understand that you need to have a massive point of difference to get a completely different result. So model somebody that's 3 steps ahead of you. Model their business, but don't copy it down to the ground, because all you're going to be is just another copy of that person, and you're only going to get a percentage of what they're already getting. Understand, you've got to bring a point of difference, something challenging, and it's hard for me in these videos. how are my videos different? I'm trying to change them up. I hope that they're getting better, and I want your feedback on them. But understand, you've got to have a point of difference. You've got to understand that is there a niche, is there a demand for it in the marketplace, and you've got to be able to sell on those points. I hope this video has helped you understand your unique selling proposition. I'll put together a little bit later, it won't be on this link, but I'll put it together a little bit later, some cheat sheets to help you understand what your unique selling proposition is, whether you're an employee or whether you're an entrepreneur. And I encourage you to join the journey of 100 Days to Greatness. Make sure you press subscribe and watch all the other videos on my 100 Days of Greatness. I'm doing one of those videos every single day. Make sure you're on the journey of 100 Days of Greatness, and I'll see you at Great.